Brentwood Union Free School District Board of Education. My name is Kathleen Hoey, and as District Clerk, I'm calling this meeting to order at 7:38. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Will Brandon Garcia and Eileen Harmon please come forward to take the oath of office? We'll do that in center. In center, so please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Eileen Harmon, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, and the Constitution of the State of New York, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties as trustee of the Brentwood Union Free School District to the best of my ability. Just pretend. Thank you. Will Richard Lochner please step forward to take the oath of office as Superintendent of the Brentwood Union Free School District?
I, Richard Lochner,
Do solemnly swear
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New
and
York,
that I will faithfully
and I will faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
as Superintendent
as Superintendent
of the Brentwood Union Free School District
of the Brentwood Union Free School District
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my knowledge. I like that. I'll try. Thank you. Thanks, Ken. Thank you.
At this time, I will now accept nominations for the position of Brentwood Board of Education President for the 2023-2024 school year. Do I have any nominations for the position of President of the Brentwood Board of Education?
I nominate Eileen Felix.
Eileen, do you accept this position?
I accept.
Are there any other nominations for the position of President of the Brentwood Board of Education? Are there any other nominations for the position of President of the Brentwood Board of Education? One more time. Are there any other nominations for the position of President of the Brentwood Board of Education? Nominations are declared closed. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried. Congratulations, Eileen Felix. center. Mm-hmm. I state. I, Emily Felix. Do solemnly swear. That I will support. The Constitution of the United States. And the Constitution of the State of New York. And that I will faithfully. Discharge the duties. As president. Of the Brentwood Union Free School District. According to the best of my ability. Right there. Okay. Okay, so here. I now hand this meeting over to the President of the Board of Education, Eileen Felix.
Thank you, Kathy. Thank you to my colleagues for your vote of confidence. Do I have any nominations for the position of First Vice President of the Brentwood Board of Education? I need a nomination.
I nominate Julie Burgos.
I have a nomination for Julia Burgos as First Vice President of the Brentwood Board of Education by Cindy Safiri. Julia Burgos, do you accept this nomination?
Yes, I do.
Are there any other nominations for the position of First Vice President of the Brentwood Board of Education? Are there any other nominations for the position of First Vice President of the Brentwood Board of Education? Are there any other nominations for the position of First Vice President of the Brentwood Board of Education? Nominations are declared closed. We will begin the vote for First Vice President of the Brentwood Board of Education by roll call. Those in favor of Julia Burgos as Brentwood Board of Education First Vice President, Hassan Ahmed.
Aye.
Julia Burgos.
Yes.
Cindy Safari.
Yes.
Eileen Felix, yes. Brandon Garcia.
Yes.
Eileen Harmon.
Yes.
Maria Malave.
Yes.
Motion passes. Congratulations, Julia.
You can go to the middle, I'll be right there. Solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties as First Vice President of the Brentwood Union School District. According to the best of my
Congratulations, Julia Burgos. You have been appointed as First Vice President of the Brentwood Board of Education for the 2023-2024 school year.
Thank you all.
Do I have any nominations for the position of Second Vice President of the Brentwood Board of Education?
I nominate Cindy Seferi.
Cindy Seferi, do you accept this nomination?
Yes.
Are there any other nominations for the position of Second Vice President of the Brentwood Board of Education? Are there any other nominations for the position of Second Vice President of the Brentwood Board of Education? Are there any other nominations for the position of Second Vice President of the Brentwood Board of Education? Nominations are now closed. We will begin the vote for Second Vice President of the Brentwood Board of Education by roll call. Those in favor of Cindy Seferi as Brentwood Board of Education Second Vice President: Hassan Ahmed,
Aye.
Julia Burgos,
Yes.
Cindy Seferi,
Yes.
Eileen Felix, yes. Brandon Garcia,
Yes.
Eileen Harmon,
Yes.
Maria Malave,
Yes.
motion passes.
Thank you. In the middle, lady. Right there. There you go, you're done.
Congratulations, Cindy Seferi. You have been appointed as Second Vice President of the Brentwood Board of Education for the 2023-2024 school year.
Thank you.
Okay. We're moving on to the reorganizational meeting. Ms. Kathy Hoey, District Clerk. Okay, sorry. Give me 1 second. You did all of this? Okay. You have to come right in. Okay. Be it resolved that upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education hereby appoints Ms. Kathleen Hoey to serve as District Clerk for the 2023-2024 school year, and be it further resolved that the same shall be compensated at an annual salary of $63,525, and be it further resolved that in the event of Ms. Hoey's absence, it is recommended that Stacy O'Connor be designated as the unpaid substitute district clerk, and be it further resolved that the constitutional oath of office be administered to the district clerk by the president of the Board of Education. I need a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Cindy Seferi. I need a second.
Second.
Second by Maria Malave. All in favor?
Aye.
Noes? Abstentions? So moved. Congratulations, Kathy.
Howie,
do solemnly
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully
and that I will faithfully
discharge the duties of District Clerk
discharge the duties as District Clerk
of the Brentwood Union Free School
of the
District
Brentwood Union Free School District
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my abilities.
Congratulations.
And then I sign up there. Okay, is Nancy here? I don't think
Now for the District Treasurer. Be it resolved that upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education hereby appoints Ms. Nancy Carollo, District Treasurer for the 2023-2024 school year, and be it further resolved that her annual salary for the 2023-2024 school year shall be $21,866.47. And be it further resolved that in the event of Ms. Carollo's absence, it is recommended that Deborah Banker be designated as the unpaid substitute treasurer to act when necessary during the year. And be it further resolved that the constitutional oath of office be administered to the district treasurer by the district clerk. I need a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Julie Burgos. I need a second. Second by Eileen Harmon. All in favor?
Aye.
Noes, abstentions, so moved. Congratulations, Nancy.
Okay, ready? So you gotta sign there.
District Purchasing Agent. Be it resolved that upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education hereby appoints Mr. Daniel Calderon, District Purchasing Agent for the 2023-2024 school year, and be it further resolved that in the event of Mr. Calderon's absence, it is recommended that Mr. Eric Carland be designated as the unpaid substitute purchasing agent to act, when necessary, during the school year. And be it further resolved that the constitutional oath of office be administered to the district purchasing agent by the district clerk. I need a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Brandon Garcia. I need a second.
Second.
Second by Julia Burgos. All in favor?
I abstain.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Noes? We have one abstention. So moved. Congratulations, Daniel.
Come over here. Right hand up.
She's all like,
United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully
and that I will faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of purchasing agent
of purchasing
of
agent
the Brentwood Unity School District
of the Redmond Unity School District
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Danny, I need you to sign.
Sign right here. Come here. Here, look. You gotta sign too. Go ahead.
Right there.
There you go. Good job.
Thank you. Audit Committee Charter and Members. Be it resolved that upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, that the Board of Education hereby approves the Audit Committee Charter and appoints the following members to the district's 2023-2024 Audit Committee: Hassan Ahmed, Cynthia Seferi, Kelly D. Massimo, Ellen Edelstein, and Manny Troch. And be it further resolved that the constitutional oath of office shall be administered to the District Audit Committee by the District Clerk. I need a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Julia Burgos. I need a second. Second by Eileen Harmon. All in favor?
Aye.
Noes? Abstention? So moved.
Will those for the Audit Committee please stand? Okay. Hassan? Yep. Right there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cindy? I don't know how I did, I think so. Right here? Nope. Thank you so much, sir.
Congratulations, everyone. Claims Auditor. Be it resolved that upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education hereby appoints Naraki Smith as Claims Auditor until August 31st, 2023. I need a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Cindy Seferi. I need a second.
Second.
Second by Maria Malave. All in favor?
Aye.
Noes? Abstentions? So moved. External Auditor. Be it resolved that upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education hereby appoints EFPR Group CPAs as External Auditor for the 2023-2024 school year at an annual fee of $43,000. I need a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Julia Burgos. I need a second.
Second.
Second by Cindy Seferi. All in favor?
Aye.
Noes? Abstentions? So moved. District Records Officer and Appeals Officer. Be it resolved that upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education hereby appoints the District Clerk to serve as the District Records Officer for the 2023-2024 school year, and will be responsible for responding to all Freedom of Information Law requests. And be it further resolved that it is recommended that the Superintendent of Schools shall be appointed the Records Appeals Officer for the 2023-2024 school year. I need a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Cindy Safari. I need a second.
Second.
Second by Maria Malave. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Noes? Abstentions? So moved. Legal counsel, be it resolved that upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education hereby approves the following firms to continue to provide board and labor counseling services to the district from July 1st, 2023 through June 30th, 2024. Duties to be performed as listed. Bond, Shonik and King, PLLC, General Counsel Services, $51,000. July 1st, 2023 through June 30th, 2024, the retainer is $52,020 and their hourly rate is $260. Ingerman Smith, LLP, Labor Counsel Services, July 1st, 2023 through June 30th, 2024. Their retainer is $52,020, hourly rate $260. I need a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Julia Burgos. I need a second.
Second.
Second by Maria Malave. All in favor?
Aye.
Noes? Abstentions? So moved. Fiscal Advisor. Be it resolved that upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education hereby appoints Monistat the Fiscal Advisor for the 2023-2024 school year, and be it further resolved that Munistat shall be paid on an annual basis to provide fiscal advice pertaining to BANs, TANs, SEC filings, and bond issues. I need a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Brandon Garcia. I need a second. Second by Eileen Harmon. All in favor? Aye. Noes? Abstentions? So moved. Internal Auditor. Be it resolved that upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education hereby appoints the firm Serini and Associates, LLP, as internal auditor until August 31st, 2023. I need a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Brandon Garcia. I need a second.
Second.
Second by Julia Burgos. All in favor?
Aye.
Noes? Abstentions? So moved. Title IX Compliance Officers. Be it resolved that upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education hereby appoints the Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Education and Bilingual Education K through 12, the Assistant Superintendent for Elementary Education, the Assistant Superintendent of Special Services, and the Payroll Manager Human Resources as the district's Title IX compliance officers for the 2023-2024 school year. I need a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Cindy Safari. I need a second.
Second.
Second by Julia Burgos. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Noes? Abstentions? So moved. 504 Compliance Officer. Be it resolved that upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education hereby appoints the Assistant Superintendent of Special Services as the district's 504 Compliance Officer for the 2023-2024 school year. I need a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Julia Burgos. I need a second.
Second.
Second by Brandon Garcia. All in favor?
Aye.
Noes? Abstentions? So moved. Medicaid Compliance Officer. Be it resolved that upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education hereby appoints the Assistant Superintendent of Special Services as the district's Medicaid Compliance Officer for the 2023-2024 school year. I need a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Julia Burgos. I need a second.
Second.
Second by Brandon Garcia. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Noes? Abstentions? So moved. Asbestos Compliance Officer. Be it resolved that the Board of Education hereby appoints the Director of Facilities 3 as the Asbestos Compliance Officer for the 2023-2024 school year. I need a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Brandon Garcia. I need a second.
Second.
Second by Cindy Safari. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Noes? Abstentions? So moved. Chief Emergency Officer, be it resolved that upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education hereby appoints the Director of School Safety as the district's Chief Emergency Officer, as required by Education Law Section 2801-A and the implementing regulations, Section 155.17A, for the 2023-2024 school year. I need a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Maria Malave. I need a second.
Second.
Second by Brandon Garcia. All in favor?
Aye.
Noes? Abstentions? So moved. Sorry, I need a drink. Water, that is, right? Want to start any rumors out there? What was in that bottle? Data Protection Officer. Be it resolved that the Board of Education hereby appoints the Network Systems Coordinator as the Data Protection Officer for the 2023-2024 school year. I need a motion.
Motion.
Julie Burgos, that was you?
Wow, that was,
In unison? All right, we'll give it to Brandon.
That's fine.
I need a second.
Second. If that wasn't
Who
me
got
on
you
the
first?
motion. Okay.
I'll second it.
Julie Burgos was the second. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Noes? Abstentions? So moved. Be it resolved that the following items be approved, 6A and 6B. I need a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Cindy Safari. I need a second.
Second.
Second by Maria Malave. All in favor?
Aye.
Noes? Abstentions? So moved. Investment Officer. Be it resolved that upon the recommendation of the... 7, yes, 7A.
No, H, 7H. 7H.
Ah, yeah, sorry. Yep, my apologies. Be it resolved that the following items be approved, 7A through 7H. I need a motion. Motion by Julie Burgos. I need a second.
Second.
Brandon Garcia. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Noes, abstentions, so moved. Okay. For information only, no, we have these, that's next. We have another set. For information only, district-owned cell phones. To be in compliance with the district cell phone policy number 8332, a list of employees requiring district-owned cell phones is being presented to the Board of Education for review. Kathy, do I have to adjourn this and restart the second portion?
I'll ask Candace.
Yes, okay. I need a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Motion by Julia Burgos. I need a second.
Second.
Second by Maria Malave. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Abstentions? Noes? So moved. All right. Okay. We're going to move right into our special meeting portion of tonight's meeting. Questions on agenda items? I need a motion to open the meeting.
Motion.
Motion by Brandon Garcia. I need a second.
Second.
Second by Cindy Safiri. All in favor?
Aye.
Noes, abstentions, so moved. Okay. Do we have any questions on agenda items? Okay. Be it resolved that the Board of Education hereby suspends the order of business for this meeting and this meeting only, according to Policy 2350. I need a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Julia Burgos. I need a second.
Second.
Second by Brandon Garcia. All in favor? Aye. Noes? Abstentions? So moved. Consent agenda. Be it resolved that the following items be approved, B2B through B2G. I need a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Cindy Safari. I need a second.
Second.
Second by Eileen Harmon. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Noes? Abstentions? So moved. Make sure I got everything. Okay, D1A, appointments, resignations, and leaves, certificated personnel. Be it resolved that upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education hereby approves the certificated personnel action report contained in the board packet for the July 6, 2023 Board of Education special meeting. I need a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Julia Burgos. I need a second.
Second.
Second by Eileen Harmon. All in favor?
Aye.
Noes? Abstentions? So moved. D1B. Be it resolved that upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education hereby approves the non-certificated personnel action report contained in the board packet for the July 6, 2023 Board of Education special meeting. I need a motion.
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 Motion by Brandon Garcia. I need a second.
Second.
Second by Julia Burgos. All
I
in
abstain.
favor?
Aye.
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 One abstention.
So moved. I have a walk-in resolution. D1C. It is hereby resolved that the employee whose identity is known to the Board of Education is directed to report for a medical reevaluation pursuant to Education Law, Section 913, in order to determine the capacity of such person to perform his/her duties. The date and time of such reevaluation shall be communicated to the employee. I need a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Brandon Garcia. I need a second.
Second.
Second by Maria Malave. All in favor?
Aye.
Noes? Abstentions? So moved. G1A, old and new business. Rich?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First, before I begin, I'd like to congratulate the two new board members, Eileen and Brandon. I think they're just going to be terrific additions to the Brentwood community. Also, congratulations to everyone else. The president of the Board of Education, Ms. Felix, has really been an exceptional president this past year, and I think she's going to continue to be a terrific president. I want to thank her for all of her support. And the first vice president, the second vice president, and the board trustees have really been terrific. And I think the school community has a fabulous Board of Education that I think is really going to be focused on schools, kids, staff, all of the positive, all of the right things. So I think the district is certainly moving in the right direction. So congratulations to everybody. And our district clerk, who I mentioned last time, is absolutely fabulous. So we you know, at the end of every meeting, for those who don't know, we usually go over what's called happy happenings, and there's July and August will be fairly quiet. The last meeting, I mentioned all of the summer programs. If you received my message on July 4th, I encouraged parents and students, if you still wanted to sign up for any of the summer programs, and believe me, there are well over a dozen, maybe 15, even more programs going on. That's still available. You can still sign up. I would encourage you to do that soon. You can go to the website, you can call central administration, but if you feel strongly about signing your student up, I really encourage you to do that in the next few days. I've had an opportunity to stop at all of the goings-on right now, and they're really terrific. I want to thank first of all, I want to thank the cabinet, Ann, Wanda, and Rhonda. They are instrumental in putting together these programs, as well as Stacy, the money behind it all. They really are instrumental. Can we give them a hand too? Unlike most school districts, you know, you're on a reduced schedule in the summertime. I have to say, that's not the case with this cabinet. They still come in at the same time in the morning, and they're still here late into the evening. And I guarantee you, folks, if you go, I'm not disparaging any other district, but if you go to most other districts, you won't have central office in their office at 5, 6, and even 7 o'clock in the evenings in July and August. And what you have here is a cabinet that will be there. And it's really outstanding. So all of these summer programs, though, are you know, put together through their efforts, as well as BIPSO and BTA, and I want to thank them as well. We actually have the BTA president here, Mr. Kevin Coyne. I want to thank him. And Gloria Jackson is usually here. She's not here tonight, but they really are terrific also, because again, as I go through the events, you know, there are, I can't even tell you, we probably have a few hundred employees here in the summertime, between teachers and administrators. We have actually, we have Stacy Burdett here, who's actually the principal of one of the programs over at Southeast. I want to thank her specifically. But so really lots of people who are working through the summertime, and I really, really appreciate it, because first of all, the teachers and administrators' enthusiasm at these events is really infectious. It really is. It's wonderful. Believe it or not, even though they just finished teaching less than a week ago, they have such enthusiasm for these summer programs. It really is wonderful. And the curriculum is outstanding as well. Lots of effort and time has gone into determining what books to use, what curriculum to use, what programs to use, and it really is quite a sight to see. So I want to thank everybody involved in that. So some of the other happy happenings. We have, if you've noticed over by Central Administration, you'll notice that there is a fenced-in area now that has kind of like a green tarp around it. That was what was the girls' soccer field. You've heard me speaking about turf fields for the last few years now. Well, it's actually happening. So the contractor has begun to tear up the field, and it's quite a long process, as you can imagine. They're going to dig fairly deep, put in a substrates, and you know, eventually the turf. So hopefully sometime this fall, that stadium will be complete. That's the first of 3 phases, but that soccer field out there will be the centerpiece, if you will, for our soccer program, as well as other programs. But what will primarily be on that field. We'll also have 1,500 home stands, as well as a visitor stands. That's 750. Those are very large stands, by the way. And we'll also have the capacity to put in lights at a future date. We will also, for the community, we have a walking track around that turf field. So you'll have a turf field that is quite large for soccer, and then around that will be a 2-lane walking track that will be open to the public. So we're real excited about that. There'll be access for the public to walk. Just so you know, we actually have a fair amount of community members who walk the large track right now. So this will be real nice. It's right off 3rd Avenue. So that's what's happening there. We also, I think there's lots of new people here tonight, so I'll recap a little bit of what I said at the last meeting, but we have lots of things happening. We have parking lots being torn up. Some of them are quite old. Twin Pines and Pine Park come to that North Middle. They'll also be torn up, new parking lots put in. We have some bus platforms that are being redone. We also are very excited about classrooms. We're redoing science classrooms in the middle school. We've just completed a number of home and career brand new kitchens that are put in that really are state of the art and absolutely beautiful. I also want to mention that I was in the IT department early this morning. I met with them, and I'm excited to say now that we're about 3 years into the program. It started obviously at the onset of COVID, but as you know, we distributed laptops to every student in the district, and that really was quite a process to undertake, because not only do you distribute laptops to everyone in the district, then what you have to do is you have to collect them every number of years because they become outdated. So we're collecting the 3rd grade, 7th grade, and 10th grade. And to put that system in place, it took a couple of years to develop that and iron out all of the kinks. And I'm happy to say that Candace and Russ and their team of IT specialists have really developed a nice system. So I think next year, the school opening in terms of laptop distribution will go quite smoothly, and I'm very proud of that department. They've really worked hard at putting that together. And there's lots of other things going on, probably more than I can even think of right now, but really outstanding stuff. Okay, so the Office of Language Arts and Social Studies is sponsoring a 2023 reading campaign. I believe this was out on Parent Square today, which is a fantastic opportunity for students to read for enjoyment and earn raffles toward winning a back-to-school basket full of goodies. Students can read books from the library, Newsella, Raz Kids, or any other source. Then students fill in the book review by clicking the link to the nonfiction and fiction surveys that were sent today on Parent Square. A winner will be drawn for each elementary and middle school at the end of the summer. Happy reading. The Brentwood Summer Food Service Program. This is important, too, for everybody to note. It began on July 5th, Wednesday, and will run through August 18th. And that's for all children 18 years and younger in the community, okay? As a matter of fact, you don't even have to be a Brentwood student. But this is any student in the community. To be quite honest with you, it could be outside the community as well. It could be anywhere on Long Island. If you wanted to come here and you are 18 years of age or younger, we will be distributing free breakfast and lunch, and here are the sites. So again, any student 18 or younger, they can go to any one of these sites. It's Hemlock Park, Northeast, Southeast, East Middle, and South Middle School. Breakfast will be served from 7:30 to 9, and lunch will be served from 11 to 12. No sign-up is required. However, the food must be consumed on site. There is no such thing as grab and go. People have asked us about that. That grab and go was strictly during COVID. Okay, the regulations obviously require the students to eat it on site, eat the meals on site. So the summer music concert, we have a summer music program going on. The concert will be held on Thursday, July 20th at 8:45 a.m. on the football field with the Green Machine. So the Green Machine will be out back on the football field. And Friday, July 21st, they'll also hold a concert at 9 a.m. in the Freshman Center Gymnasium. Okay? And I sent out a message at 6 p.m. today, obviously telling the community about tonight's meeting, but also a reminder to continue to look at Parent Square. Every day we'll still have 3, 4, 5 announcements going out. There's lots happening in the district, so you don't want to miss out on that. So please, I encourage all parents and students to continue to check their Parent Square messages.
I noticed we put out a newsletter, a summer newsletter.
Yes.
That's going to be every week? Or-
It should be every week. Okay, that's what we anticipate. We have our PR firm that helps us to put that together. We also hope to have pictures out on the website and Parent Square that will kind of document all of these projects that I just mentioned. The turf fields, the classrooms, the parking lots.
And the programs that we're doing.
And the programs that we'll be doing. We're going to try to highlight that and get that in a picture with a little brief writing. We have literally, like I said, well over a dozen, probably closer to 20 programs going on.
Put on your mic.
Yeah, so there are lots happening. in the district. And that's it. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Superintendent Lochner. So, congratulations to the new board members on your first board meeting. Thank you to colleagues for giving up of your summer evening to be here. For everyone in attendance, thank you for joining us. Do we have any public comments? Sure, Mr. Fritz.
Joe Fritz, Brentwood resident. I'd like to thank the persons who've decided to retire from the board, and also congratulate the new members of the board. It's a real challenge, I have to tell you. It's an opportunity to really be of service. You'll use your intellect as well as your other parts of your brain, besides the cerebrum, the cerebellum, and the other part. But I also want to encourage those people who've decided to leave the board for one reason or another, that there's a spot that can be done in this particular way of attending board meetings. I was a board member from 2005 through 2008, and I've been relatively active, and I have enjoyed every minute of being on the board, but also serving in another capacity as a person who sees boards meetings. What I would like to ask Mr. Lochner, I would be remiss if I wasn't, is to inquire about the status of the golf team, and also inquire about the status about the driver's ed program.
Okay, well, the golf team is actually going to be in place next year. We actually have the golf coach in the back, Mr. Hudson. I want to thank him, and thank you for bringing it up. It is beginning next year, Joe, and we do appreciate all of your efforts.
This is in 2024 then?
2024, yes.
Okay.
And
This is spring 2024 or fall?
I'm not sure. Is it full? What? It's beginning in September, right?
Okay, so it's just about a
Yeah.
little more than a year away.
No.
No, this
No,
September.
this September, 2023-24 school year.
Okay, so this
This
September, the golf, you said 2020, the golf starts this September then?
This September.
Okay, so,
Right.
okay,
And I want to thank Mr. Hudson. He's actually done a tremendous job of bringing golf into the district. He not only teaches it after school, but he also has a part in the curriculum during the day where kids get exposed to it. And from what I understand, he's really developed quite a few kids, and we're really excited about the upcoming golf season.
well, I'd like to just bring to the board's attention that I had the occasion last year to play golf with Ron, and he broke 80.
Wow.
So,
That's
about
impressive.
77.
Wow.
And so usually a person who's a teacher has trouble with their own game because they're too busy teaching. But I played golf with the men's league, which I belong to, and I invited Ron, and he did very well.
Wow, he's the real deal. I could have guessed that, but that's really something else.
Well, I'm pleasantly, I feel very good about the fact that he's an accomplished golfer. Number two, with regard to the driver's education program.
Yeah, the driver's education program, we've looked into that quite a bit. And I still have to, I'll present to the board on the 20th the actual cost of it, Joe. It is a very costly program. And from what we've determined, and Ms. O'Connor and I have reached out to a number of districts, it still is expensive for the students as well. In other words, the district actually can't cover the entire cost of it. So we've had districts who have charged anywhere from like $500 to $750 for the course. So we can't really find anything that would be necessarily cost effective.
Well, it would,
Is that about right, Stace?
Yeah, that's the cost, and that's just for the driving portion. And then the classroom portion could potentially be more. We don't have a teacher. We've looked within our ranks. Nobody has that certification.
well, while I don't disagree with you, we don't have a teacher. However, it certainly would behoove us if we have enough of a student body who wishes to take the course, they should be given that opportunity. Other school districts, which are less affluent than us, offer driver's education, and it would certainly be well worth it. It'd be money well spent, just as the money spent on other avenues to provide our students with the opportunity to take a driver's ed. I think that I took it when I was here. I'm sure the course was no worse or no better in terms of the course. It just was scaled down because it was many years ago. But I do think that it's certainly worthwhile, and I think you'd have a tremendous lose a tremendous opportunity to formulate goodwill to the community by not offering this program. I think it'd be very, very well worth it, and I encourage the board members and I encourage the superintendent to consider this.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. You have a nice
Appreciate
day.
it. Thank you.
Congratulations again.
Any other questions from the audience? Comments? Concerns? Well, thank you all for coming out this evening. I need a motion to adjourn the meeting at 8:35 p.m.
Motion.
Motion by Brandon Garcia. I need a second. Second by Eileen Harmon. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? So moved. Have a good night, everyone.